Hey, how you doing? I want to talk about some other stuff that I've noticed lately. One is like on the other day on a Saturday in downtown LA. Um, I stopped and started talking to this girl. I started just telling her about gang stalking, but she hadn't gang stalked me or anything. And it's it was amazing, like the reaction. Like she was genuinely interested. And what happened was, I told her about it, and she was quite interested. And later on, like I walked up the road, and there was a policeman there. So I approached him and said, "What is your protocol for dealing with gang stalking?" And he said I could go to the police station, my local police station, about it. So that was all great, and that policeman, like, was a really nice guy, and I didn't get gang stalked by him or anything. But the interesting thing is, after I left him, I went into this Irish bar, like right next to him, and do you know what? I didn't get gang stalked in there for about 2 hours after speaking to them two people, and I don't know if it was because I spoke to the policeman, or if it was because I spoke to the other girl, So it's really interesting, that, like, definitely did something very right there, and I don't know which one it was. It was probably going to the police, and like talking to policemen about, like, gang stalking. You don't even have to necessarily report it. Just like just talk about it to him. They definitely don't like that, and they're definitely, like, it's one of them things that you get left alone for a couple of hours after doing that. And it just shows you how powerful they are, which is they're not that powerful. I think as a TI, there's a lot of disinformation out there, which is designed to make you feel helpless. And it's designed to make you think that, oh, actually, like, this is like the new Holocaust, and we're completely, like, buggered, but it's just not like that, because they fear the authorities. I don't fear the authorities. I fear sort of a gang stalking policeman, yeah, but I don't fear a non-gang stalking policeman. I don't fear the police, because most of them are fine. Like, this is one of the things that you always notice more, like, the evil in the world than the good. They're using that that characteristic of the human being, and it's like it's a survival strategy, because if your enemy's around, you need to be concentrating on him, and you need to be knowing what you want to be knowing what he's doing and everything, and at that time, you wouldn't be thinking that much about anything else, and that's just so that you can defend yourself, and they use that, and like ourselves, we get mobbed, so, like, they deliberately put evil people around you, and that makes you think that the whole half of the world is evil, but it's not like that. It's just that actually they're organising them people to be around you, and that gives you the impression that everyone hates you, but it's just rubbish. It's just like they're just trying to sort of, like, that's just one of their tricks, psychological tricks. Okay. Yeah. So the other thing is, I started watching a video like a couple of days ago, and it was about surveillance. It was secrets of surveillance or something like that, or tricks of surveillance. I just thought it'd be interesting. I thought I might be able to learn something about, gang stalking and stuff, and how to evade it and stuff like that. And it was really interesting because they almost immediately started to talk about a group called the Increment. who are basically like are the people who do the dangerous work for MI6. And it's interesting because when you look at the things that they do, one of them is, well, listen to the right. These are a list of the things that the increment does. Right, the running coups, overthrowing governments, black propaganda, and last one, psychological operations. Like this group was formed in the 70s, I think, to deal with like Northern Ireland in the beginning. I think, you know, because they needed to put people into the IRA, you know, to get evidence, and they formed this group, the Increment, out of about 60 SAS guys, and as things probably like progress, like there's some like really bad rumours about them, you know, and I'm not like saying that they did or didn't do these things, but these are the rumours that are going around, and that's all I'm saying. Okay, but they're rumoured to be involved in Princess Diana's assassination and Dr. David Kelly. And if they do things like that, it's kind of the morality of this organisation is basically like non-existent. It just sounds like they probably just have to do anything that they're told to do, and sometimes it can be, you know, really horrendous, like things, you know, murdering, you know, important people and really valuable people, you know. So that's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is that when I saw that, I just felt that they may be in some way involved in this. You know, these are psychological operations that are being conducted on us. Okay, and the Increment do that, and by the looks of it, the MI6 just tell them they have to do things, and they do things, and they're involved in all sorts of kind of dark stuff, you know.